Discuss about the topic components of food, which is a topic of class 6. And let's start the topic. Let's go into the topic. So today we are going to discuss about food, what is food, where do we get it, and what is nutrients. We have already discussed about this topic, nutrients and the type of nutrients. As you all know that types of nutrients are carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, etc. Then we are going to discuss about the balanced diet. What is diet and what is balanced diet. Then at last we are going to discuss about the deficiency of diseases. Deficiency of vitamins, diseases. Deficiency of vitamins. What are the one there is the deficiency of vitamin like A, B, C, D, E, K, like this. Then what type of disease we have to suffer? So first of all, we are discussing about the food. So what is food and what do we get it? So we have discussed that in the last class. Food is prepared by the plants, and plants have chlorophyll pigment in their leaves, and the chlorophyll pigment helps plants to get the sunlight and they can make the food by the process photosynthesis. In the presence of carbon dioxide, CO2 and what? CO2 plus H2O and CO2. They react to make C6H12 and O6 plus O2, and they released O2 oxygen is the byproduct of the photosynthesis. So in higher class we will study in detail, but to take place this reaction we must have sunlight and chlorophyll pigment. These are the requirements. Okay, so just pause the video for a second. When we take food, when we eat food, what do we get? We get energy, and we use this energy for our daily life activities like reading, writing, walking, sleeping, all the things. And whatever we eat from food we eat, what we get? We get nutrients. Which help us for proper growth and development of our body. Okay, got it. Then we are discuss about nutrients. It is the substance. That we get from the food that we eat in our daily life. next topic, we are going to discuss about the different types of nutrients that content in the food. Just pause the video for a second. The different type of nutrients. Different types of nutrients. We have already read about it, but even though we have to discuss it, it is in this chapter. So first is carbohydrate. Which is also known as starch, glucose, and you know that starch is glucose, and the formula of glucose is 6H12O6. And second one is protein. Third one is fat, also called as lipids. And fourth one is vitamin and mineral. And fifth one is what did we forget? Carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, and forget about. Just do it. First one. So vitamin and minerals and water. Sorry for disturbance. So from which food we get this carbohydrate, this starch? The main important foods are like rice, then wheat, then potato. These are the main food. Mainly we get from rice, wheat, potato, we get carbohydrate. And it is the carbohydrate helps for our sleep cycle. We get instant energy also from carbohydrate. That's why the athletes person, they take carbohydrate for their body support. And protein. What do you get protein? Mostly we get protein from fish, meat, and milk. Then vegetables also. Then third one is fat or lipids. All oily foods. From oily foods we get lipids. Oily foods like groundnut, mustard, this type of things we get fat. And vitamin, all green leafy vegetables. We get vitamin. And minerals and water. Water is H2O. In body, most of our body is water. Like almost 90% of our body is made up of water. So that's why we should drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water in a day. And minerals, from what do we get minerals? From salts. NaCl, NaCl, sodium chloride, which is known as table salt. So minerals also help in our body. Everything has some importance in our body. That's why we should eat all the foods from where we get nutrients in required amount, and that is called as balanced diet. What is diet? First we should know about the diet. What is diet? So diet means what we eat in our daily life. Diet means the food that we eat in a day. Is called diet. And if we eat all the nutrients in a suitable or in a required amount, and then that is known as balanced diet. That is known as balanced diet. Balanced diet. Pause the video. There is another small topic, fiber. Fiber. What is the role of fiber in our body? So, what fibers do? Fibers act as bulb in our body. In our body. And protein. What is the components of protein? Protein is made up of. It is usually made up of amino acids. Amino acids. Mainly made up of amino acids. And it is the building block. It is the building block of our body. And it what are the other things? Protein, if we eat green vegetables, we get protein mostly. Then we should discuss about the vitamins and vitamins. It plays a major role in our body. There are different types of vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. So, what is the food that from which we get vitamin A? Vitamin A containing food like carrot and potato, tomato. If we get this food, then we get vitamin A. And what are the diseases that is spread if there is lack of vitamin A? That is loss of vision. Due to deficiency of vitamin A, we have night blindness, and which is also known as retinal. Vitamin A is also known as retinal. So, vitamin A. The B3, B5, B6, B9, B12. So vitamin 1 is known as also thiamine, and due to deficiency of this vitamin B1 or B leads to disease very, that is very. And when this disease happens, there is the disease symptoms are bleeding gums, we get pain from this when we brush our teeth. Then vitamin C, and due to deficiency of this disease, this vitamin, the disease spreads that is scurvy. And scurvy disease, what are the symptoms? The symptoms are weak muscles, feeling tired, vitamin B, vitamin A and C. Then just wait. Then vitamin D, which is also known as calciferol. This is the nickname of this vitamin D. And the food from where we get this vitamin D is meat, and sunlight as well. And deficiency of this vitamin leads to rickets and osteomalacia. What are the symptoms? Symptoms of rickets and osteomalacia is weak bones, and then bending of bones is also occurs in this disease. And this disease mostly affects to bones. Okay, then we have vitamin E and K. Vitamin E, which is also known as tocopherol. Vitamin E. Just pause the video.
के फोन कर